We carry ourselves with us, which is why our triggers are not the problem. They're the invitation. And I'll tell you where I caught myself right in this today. I've been building my business on my own, so I work a lot independently. And I can get into collaborations with all these tools. And I found myself getting frustrated with one of these chat bots and then getting a little bitchy. And probably because I'm alone a lot, I heard myself and I caught two things. One, the outcome of the bot is usually reflecting the quality of the input, right? And the second thing was that I could just blame the tool, say it sucks, but the frustration was mine. And we carry ourselves with us wherever we go. And that's what we all do when we're triggered. We think something is happening to us, someone close to us getting on our nerves, something happened that sucks. And because those feelings are uncomfortable, we've been conditioned to just push them down, to avoid them. And it never gets resolved. Not with the person, not with the thing, and not even inside of us, which is where the real leverage is. But here's what I want you to see. This is the arc. We get triggered. We either stay stuck in it or we push it down, often blaming others, and then we move on. And then it just circles back around. Are you resembling what I'm talking about? And we stay in that loop. And often in that wrong making the person wrong, the situation wrong, often ourselves, judging ourselves. And even when we feel righteous about it, that righteousness never lasts. And we usually don't feel good about it either. And this is called being a human being. So the invitation is, can we relax the judgments and get curious? When we avoid it, it never gets resolved. And it's essentially spotlighting an area of inner growth, of opportunity for expansion, of potentially healing that is wanting to be noticed. Sometimes it's with another person, sometimes it's with a situation that's external, but ultimately it's always about inside of us. And that's the part nobody tells you. Because pushing it down and moving on is kind of like the status quo. But it's just the loop circling back around again, which sometimes actually compounds the feelings. It's not even like the situation anymore. It's the fact that it's been taking up so much energy. It comes back around. If I take my example with the AI, it's offering me various things to see. It could be that I don't consider myself sometimes to be a very patient person. It could be the pressure I'm putting on myself. It could be that I'm trying to finish something that needs me to walk away. It could be that I'm tired. And part of being a human being is that you have an inner operating system. And that system is built of your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. We are multidimensional beings. And all of that is a part of your physiology, your biology, your psychology. And these are not things that we are actually educated on. So a lot of how you feel and are responding and witnessing, whether you notice it or not from time to time, is made up of all of that. But when you start to slow yourself down and get curious about something that's triggering you, that becomes the way in. That becomes the invitation. Ultimately, the trigger is information for you. And what I'm offering is to take the posture of curiosity so you don't get stuck in that hamster wheel of wrong making, of frustration, or whatever that feeling might be for you. But you give yourself the opportunity to consciously grow and learn and expand and start to evolve yourself in new directions. It's a choice about how you want to engage yourself. Do you want to become tense and stay in judgment and frustration and have your experience of yourself in your life being in those, moving in and out of those emotions and those feelings, which often don't feel very good? Or do you want to have more range? Do you want to breathe? Do you want to recognize that you are a human being, that you are on this continuum and that you're here to learn, and that all of these parts that can be challenging, they're not character defects. That it doesn't mean anything wrong with you. It's actually just an opportunity to have a deeper level of connection, understanding of yourself. Which is why when I started this video, I shared that the trigger is not the problem, it's the invitation. Because everything we're challenged by, everything we reject, everything that we judge, we learned that. And we can learn something new. We can create compassion for ourselves and our human experience and that of others. I'll briefly share that a skill that I learned over 20 years ago in my graduate education in spiritual psychology was the practice of neutral observation. Neutral observation is a skill, it's a tool, it's a muscle, because it becomes something that literally becomes a part of your modus operandi. And I'll link some videos here. And if you want to learn more about it, you can also let me know in the comments. But I'll just share briefly that it is a practice of becoming a witness of yourself. It naturally extends to others, but it's really about witnessing yourself because you are the only thing that you truly have dominion over. And there's so much power in that. And when you keep the neutrality, that allows you to see data, essentially. But if you don't invite the neutrality, you will be in that loop of the wrong making, of the judge juror, of thinking of it through the filters of like, this is not okay and this is something that's wrong. Versus just recognizing that you're on your human journey and like, oh, what do I have to learn here? And the practice of neutral observation has probably been the single most profound skill that continues to heal me, uplift me, expand me, inspire me. It like tickles me how sometimes this ability to do this can help interrupt and move me out of a pattern and or definitely the wrong making, the kind of self-flatulation and which doesn't really inspire growth. It inspires contraction. And that's really the message of this video is the opposite of that, is recognizing that you're on a human journey. And when you get pissed off about something, it's just saying, hey, come over here. Let's look at this together. And I'm offering with compassion and neutrality. So the next time you enter into a situation like that, remember, it's not there to wreck you. It's there to invite you. If you're new to me, my name is Jennifer, and I am here every day to remind you that your truth is your power. So trust yourself and watch your life transform. Until next time.